Chapter 1, Verse 4.
The Day of Recompense.
An important aspect of the Day of Recompense are the scales which will be used to weigh a person's good and bad deeds. This great event has been discussed throughout the Holy Quran and the Hadith of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. For example, Chapter 101, verses 6 to 9.
Then as for one whose scales are heavy with good deeds, he will be in a pleasant life. But as for one whose scales are light, his refuge will be an abyss.
It is important for Muslims to regularly assess their own deeds, as no one except Allah, the Exalted, is better aware of them than themselves. When one honestly judges their deeds, it will inspire them to sincerely repent from their sins and encourage them towards righteous deeds. But the one who fails to regularly assess their deeds will lead a life of heedlessness whereby they commit sins without sincerely repenting. This person will find the weighing of their deeds on the Day of Recompense extremely difficult. In fact, it may well cause them to be hurled into hell. A clever business owner will always regularly assess their accounts. This will ensure their business heads in the right direction and ensures they complete all the necessary accounts, such as a tax return, correctly. But the foolish business owner will not regularly take accounts of their business. This will lead to a loss in profits and a failure in correctly preparing for their accounts. Those who fail to file their accounts correctly with the government face penalties which only make their lives more difficult. But the key thing to note is that the penalty of failing to correctly assess and prepare one's deeds for the scales of Judgment Day does not involve a monetary fine. Its penalty is more severe and truly unbearable. Chapter 99, verses 7 to 8.
So whoever does an atom's weight of good will see it, and whoever does an atom's weight of evil will see it.
In addition, the one who understands the seriousness of their recompense on the Day of Judgment will choose a simple life in order to make their accountability easier. In a narration found in Sahih Baqarah, number 103, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, warned that whoever has their deeds scrutinized by Allah, the Exalted, on Judgment Day will be punished. It is important for Muslims to understand that even though enjoying the lawful pleasures of this material world are not prohibited, they often lead to the unlawful. For example, vain speech is usually the first step before sinful speech. In addition, the more one indulges in unnecessary lawful things, the longer their accountability will be on Judgment Day. One should bear in mind that Judgment Day will be a difficult day. For example, the sun will be brought within 2 miles of the creation. This has been confirmed in a narration found in Jami' al-Tirmidhi, number 2421. Even though a Muslim may be forgiven and saved by Allah, the Exalted, but nonetheless, the longer their accountability, the greater stress they will endure. Seeing as Judgment Day will be 50,000 years long, according to the Holy Quran, it does not make sense to enjoy a few decades of lawful pleasures if it means one will face a difficult accountability on a day which will last so long. Chapter 70, verse 4.
During a day the extent of which is 50,000 years.
It is therefore best to lead a simple life in order to minimize one's accountability on the Day of Judgment. It is one of the reasons why the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, advised in a narration found in Sunan ibn Majah, number 4118, that simplicity is a part of faith.